Right, mind what I said, I'm a morning person. Right, so you got to kind of prove that. You know, like I was saying before as well, like everything in moderation, including moderation. So why don't I just go fucking live all the time for a whole fucking week? I could do that. That'd be fucking brilliant. Because I would kind of make history. At the very least, I would make my own personal history. Because the only thing that really matters to me anyway is my own personal history.
So what you want me to do?
Right, 11 stone 8, so you're witness to that, 11 stone 8, you know. That's no bad. You know, we need to get and plug the phone in first, by the way, but anyway, I would have thought at this stage you'd be looking a bit nervous and uptight. Oh, well, a long time ago you used to, I don't anymore. I think when you do it a lot, you've got such a lot of confidence in the crew that the only thing that you could possibly be concerned about would be something technical. And really, it just doesn't apply anymore. Everybody seems to be so together that things very rarely break down, you know. I mean, it's a beautiful setting anyway, isn't it? It's absolutely beautiful out here. The parkland is something other. My land, Scotland is my land. This is all my land.
So you enjoying that?
Da, 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 da. I mean, was this a site that you really wanted to play at? Was it hard to negotiate the use of it? I wasn't involved in it, but I'd always wanted to play it because everybody had said that we should do it. And I think it's turning into a smashing day out, isn't it? Fa la 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 la. It's a wonderful day out. So I suppose you say it's been going great, but it's a lot of rehearsal really before a tour that makes it go smooth, isn't it? Can you feel Oh yeah. You locked away and braced you. Yeah, but I think that's the best way of doing it because it's tiring on the road to call rehearsals and to sound check and all the rest of it. I mean, the last tour we sound checked a lot in the afternoons, and we've stopped that because I think it's the best time to really start playing is when you're in front of a crowd, you know. It's too tiring, especially with such a big band, you know, 9 pieces on stage. So it's better to have it down so the crew can sound check for you. Do you ever sort of get sort of frightened about the sort of vastness of it all? I mean, we hear things like £100,000 a day just to keep the whole thing on the road. Yeah, it'd be more than that for these big open airs, a lot more. And that's scary because the amount of money that's in this is nothing remotely like what the newspapers would go on about because the cost is just phenomenal. I mean, it even got to the stage where I was really looking forward to playing in Eastern Europe, for instance, and we fill the football field with people. You couldn't charge more than £5 or £6 for a ticket or whatever it would be in somewhere like Poland where it just wouldn't be on. We just couldn't afford to do it. And that's one of the problems, that once it gets to this stage, you got 3 stages leapfrogging round. And also it starts to take a momentum of its own, you know. I mean, I know it's open-ended, this tour. It's not. It's finishing in October. It's not going to go for as long as we thought originally that it would. And that's partly because of, I mean, things like South America, again, just the cost of shipping stuff over there would be horrendous, and there's nothing guaranteed when you get there. So we've missed that as well. But the worries about the cost and everything else, and obviously not in your mind just before you go on stage. What is in your mind? Not a lot. And I think that's the way it usually is. I'm sorry to say. I think you do it so often, you get so used to it that it doesn't get to you where it immobilizes you. The only thing that can control that would be something drastic happen just before. I mean, I remember when we went just before going on the Mandela thing, and just as I was about to walk on stage, I heard Robert Collins, the sound man with the desk and the monitors. He's coming through the desk and he's going, I can't hear a beep thing. I can't hear a beep thing. And I thought, oh God, something's gone down. But he's actually talking about the noise that the crowd were making. But you see, I didn't know that, you see. But that's a bit of a worry when things go down just before. I mean, for us here at 1FM, I talking to Mike Robinson, the sound balancer, who's in the truck by the side of the road. It's interesting, I've changed accents, and truck by the side of the road, and he's saying there's something like 90 inputs coming from you guys when you... And when you look at the vastness of it all, not only the lights and the sound and everything else, it's amazing. More doesn't go wrong when you think about it. It is. You just put it down to the crew, really. We used to be able to get all the gear in John's car. When we started, the bass out would go in the boot, the mic stands would go in the floor. The guitars would be in the back seat. No, sorry, the guitars were in the front seat. And then we'd drive it and we'd get the train or something. And when we were playing around London... Is it still as much fun as those early days? Oh, it's different, it's a lot more. You see, it's very hard a lot of those times, even when you're packing places out, because then you used to have to hire PA systems. Well, you still do at this level, but, you know, some of the clubs now have got their own PA, so you can go to Meat Fiddler or something like that, and they have systems so you can make a living. I mean, Brendan Croker from the Hillbillies, he's been out doing clubs in Europe by himself. The clubs are run a lot better generally than they used to be, because I remember when we played the Marquee. We did about 4 weeks. You used to call that a residency when you played 4 times, and we packed the place out. It must have been 800,000 people, and they paid us 110 quid for the show. The nice thing was, though, but the PA cost 105, so we bought a beer with the other fiver, and that was actually doing well. That was when people were queuing down the street to see you. When all this is over and you've had a good rest, mightn't you on stage, because I've heard you got thoughts of a nice gutsy R&B band as a change to the Hillbillies, and you and Brendan might go out and do something. Oh, well, there's a lot of, there's a lot of alternatives. I don't know I just don't know which year it's going to be, because I want to have a rest and finish a lot of things I've been writing, so it's hard to know when we could put something like that together. But I would obviously like to get back and do some more work with Brendan. Well, okay then, thanks very much. Enjoy your set. Oh, we do. Thank you very much. Good night, yes.